Filling up with gas here at Marin, $4.87. We're here at Cherry Avenue in San Bruno, California, home to YouTube. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so this is the YouTube building, 900 Cherry Avenue here in San Bruno. Wow, can you believe it? That's amazing, eh? Headquarters for YouTube. So this is 900 Cherry Avenue. The main headquarters though are actually across the road at 901 Cherry and YouTube. Just imagine all the videos that we're producing for you guys are howled in these buildings here in San Bruno. And San Bruno is just a couple of miles away from SFO, San Francisco International Airport. And there's some beautiful flowers outside of the YouTube headquarters. This is 901 Cherry Avenue, and I would assume definitely the main headquarters for YouTube. So very, very cool here at YouTube, 901 Cherry Avenue, San Bruno, California. And can you believe it? All our videos are stored right here. Capturing moments for you, creating memories. That's our main doors for YouTube. We can probably go and have a quick look. We might get told off by security, but never know. There we go. That is the main entrance to YouTube. It's like a little football game there. And the security. How cool is that? So maybe one day we may be getting invited in here by YouTube. Who knows? Just look how the trees are changing this morning. Fall is upon us. Oh, there we go. There's Glenn coming down the steps, headquarters of YouTube. There we go, 901 Cherry. Security, a lot of security around here. Plenty of security up there, as you can see. I don't think they're too happy about videoing, even though this is YouTube. So that's 1000 Cherry, YouTube. So YouTube is all around this area. Massive areas, really. Looking across at the YouTube headquarters there, still hard to believe. Billions and billions of videos stored in these buildings, and all our videos too. Okay, so somewhere different. San Andreas Trail, San Mateo County Parks, San Francisco. I'm going to try and get a quick view of the San Andreas Lake. So the trail continues to a good half a mile, but there is the San Andreas Lake. Very, very famous because of the San Andreas Fault runs right through the middle of it. So in the far distance is going to be the Pacific Plate. We are standing on the American Plate. So we're going to be standing still here, but the Pacific Plate is moving northwards each year. San Andreas Lake was also quite famous in Superman. If you remember Superman, the movie, the San Andreas Lake. Here at the Bay Bridge there. Amazing buildings in downtown San Francisco. Alright, welcome to the picnic here in Crissy Field, San Francisco. Golden Gate Bridge. Unfortunately, the Golden Gate Bridge is covered in mist at the moment. This table's been all like painted and different things, hasn't it? We haven't had a picnic for a few days. We didn't have one the last day in Vegas due to the weather. and then obviously traveling to San Francisco yesterday. So we've missed out for a couple of days. What a beautiful place to eat dinner. And we're at Crissy Fields. Beautiful views of Alcatraz. Dogs are enjoying themselves there. And it's a beautiful day in San Francisco. And the Golden Gate Bridge is just beginning to come clear. A lot of fog on the bridge this morning, and everyone's having plenty of fun in the water and all around. And I think you can all see why we enjoy and love San Francisco so much. Just absolutely beautiful here. On Filbert Street, the steepest street in San Francisco. We're going to go and turn down Lombard Street here, and as you can see, it's a beautiful afternoon in San Francisco. So they've stopped you from turning right now, so that's why a lot of the cars are queuing all the way up Lombard Street. Well, this is my favourite street, I think, in San Francisco. This is Hyde Street, and you've got the beautiful view of the harbour, and you're going to see the cable cars coming up at any time now. That is just an awesome view. We see the cable car at the very bottom there. Beautiful home. And there you go, San Francisco cable cars going up Hyde Street. Stuck in traffic just waiting to get to Lombard Street, but just checking out the beautiful homes. Imagine living there, amazing. And we're on Lombard Street. Lovely day. We drive down Lombard Street. What's there? Awesome. Really like this house, this blue one here. Really, really nice. With all the flowers. This is the gateway to Chinatown here in San Francisco. Chinatown's looking really cool today. In the North Beach area of San Francisco, so this is all the nightclub kind of area. Some unusual buildings. A driverless car heading up the street here, and somebody's actually taping the street off. I wonder if it's gonna still go through. So nobody driving that car, amazing. We're following the cable cars here, and we're here at the Golden Gate gift shop. We're going to have a look in there first of all, and there's plenty of people are out today in San Francisco. So today is Sunday and Labor Day tomorrow, so Labor Day weekend. That's why there's a lot of people out in San Francisco. The man who built the bridge, Joseph Strauss. 1933, the Golden Gate used to look like that. And as you got to 1934, 1935, 1936, 1937. Wow. Look at that picture there where the Golden Gate Bridge is starting to be built. Okay, we are going to walk the Golden Gate Bridge. The great thing on weekends, no bikes. So that's really good. As you can see, it's very noisy walking across the Golden Gate Bridge. A lot of people walking across today. And there's plenty of cars at Fort Point today. Now these are the new safety barriers that they built across the Golden Gate Bridge to try and stop suicide. Even though it's foggy, it's still quite warm. We're about 65 here on the bridge today. All the birds following the fishing boat there. And the suicide barrier looks like it's now complete. Now approaching the South Tower. And pretty foggy up there. How fab is this? Golden Gate Bridge. Construction began 1933, completed 1937. "700 feet to the top of the tower there. May 27th, 1937 to May 27th, 1962. Redwood Highway Empire honours the silver anniversary of the Golden Gate Bridge. First link with San Francisco and Marin County. PG&E Tower, named for the Pacific Gas and Electricity Company. Let's continue walking across the Golden Gate Bridge. The mic's doing a good job. Very, very noisy and a little bit windy. But hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. So, sun might not be shining, but what a magical experience it still is walking across today. We are so lucky to be here in San Francisco. I do find walking across the bridge to be really relaxing, even though it is noisy. It's a shame, you normally can see the beautiful city of San Francisco, Alcatraz in the middle. Not a lot to be seen today. Currently walking north, and the foot area here is 200 feet up from the water, and the towers rise another 500 feet. So Golden Gate Bridge 700 feet above the water. And my sketches are doing really well, really comfortable. We're now approaching the middle of the Golden Gate. Here we are, middle of the Golden Gate Bridge. You can actually feel the bridge swaying, either in the wind or with the traffic going past. Now the weather's changing, we're actually getting blue skies at the north part of the bridge. So I don't know whether you know, the Golden Gate Bridge roadway deck is not fully straight. It goes up, reaches the middle, and then goes down. So we're actually going down bank a little bit now, you can hardly notice it. Hope you're all enjoying the incredible videos we're bringing you from America's Far West. And currently day 8. We're absolutely loving it, and I hope you guys are too. Beginning to clear a little bit this side, and you can just see Alcatraz. Going there on Wednesday, really looking forward to that. So Glenn will be waiting the other side, he's probably up in the hills up there, so I guess he's not going to be seeing an awful lot. Soon going to be approaching the North Tower. Really enjoyed walking over the Golden Gate Bridge. Hope you've enjoyed it too. We're certainly living the American dream, capturing moments and creating memories for you guys. So North Tower, Marin side. A lot of fog just coming down the hillsides there. Certainly tell it's Labor Day weekend, the traffic is really heavy. You walk across the Golden Gate Bridge, check out the food there, pretty awesome. How beautiful San Francisco is today. Just managed to park here at Fort Point, and the water has been really rough over the last few minutes. The water was going over the cars. I don't know if we'll see that in a minute. We're getting some fairly big waves coming in now. This is a lovely area just to relax and watch the waves come in. This is where Mum used to always enjoy. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get the Golden Gate Bridge to be clear. Still spectacular though today. Beautiful Golden Gate. The waves are really coming up now. Bashing against all the rocks there. Now we come to San Francisco, Hopper's Hands. Those guys have got a really good seat there. So the first ship to enter San Francisco Bay, the San Carlos, dropped anchor off this point August the 5th, 1775. It's called the Pride of the Pacific and the Gibraltar of the West. Fort Point is a brick and granite coastal defence built by the US Army in 1853 and 1861. Look at this map, it's just incredible how many different defending areas there were throughout the San Francisco Bay Area, including Angel Island. Fort Point is somewhere that you can really spend a lot of time exploring, and it's 3 floors of holes in the wall for the rifle slots. Barbette Tier. The roof of Fort Point is called the Barbette Tier, and soldiers could aim 21 cannon mounted here to defend against an attack by land or sea. Cannon mounted had cartridges that could fire over 7 foot thick from the outer wall, and it could sink any wooden ship entering the Golden Gate. Those cannonballs weigh a lot. Defenders of the gate. Loading and firing the cannon was hard, dirty and dangerous work. 5-man crew. Brick walls reflected and magnified the deafening blasts. Over in the East Bay, beautiful sunshine. And of course, city of San Francisco, basking in the afternoon sun. And we're going to start the night at Ghirardelli Square. We've got the San Francisco Brewing Company. Plenty of people enjoying the evening here in San Francisco. This is the Yap Shop. Been in here many times. Lots of clothes and different things that you can buy for your dog. My dog thinks I'm a real chef. Beautiful evening here at Ghirardelli Square. Sun's lovely and warm. Nice blue skies. A lot of people enjoying the beautiful sunshine. Let's try Ghirardelli chocolate. It's supposed to be really, really good. So every time I come to San Francisco, I always throw a dime in here for luck. So I'll make me wish. And I think my wish is going to be 10,000 subscribers. That's what we need. San Francisco has some really beautiful restaurants with fabulous views. And there's plenty of entertainment here on the streets of San Francisco. $5 per person, Umbrella Alley. So some really good places to get your Instagrams and pictures there. All for $5. COVID's over. Still a lot of cafes have got the restaurants out on the street here. And this is right outside the famous Buena Vista. America's first Irish coffee was made here in 1952. 1886, a lodging house and a saloon stood across the street from the left. Buena Vista Cafe. Remembers prior to the Argonaut, it was an old abandoned building that caught fire. Seen at Hyde Street and the wonderful cable cars. Well, the September sunshine is looking lovely tonight, and we're just walking down the side of the Argonaut Hotel. It's going to be a busy night here in San Fran tonight. A lot of scooters going around. You can hire, if you wanted to, these little go-cars to see some of the sights. And we're going to head now into the Argonaut. There's a beautiful hotel located right on the front street of Fisherman's Wharf, and just across from the Hyde Street Pier. Having my usual chill out here in the Argonaut. The Argonaut also has a beautiful Fireplace there. And this is the cannery, just at the side of the Argonaut Hotel. Check out the people, it is heaving tonight. The places that you can go and bike around in San Francisco. So all the red there are the biking tracks, and you can rent the bikes here in Fisherman's Wharf. Plenty of sort of gang sort of cars as we know it. Look at that, wow. A nice Chevy truck. Wow. That is some car, yeah. Big Smiley. On this car, something special. A big bench seat inside. This is a nice truck. Beautiful paintwork again on that one too. Wow. Look at that inside. All red leather. Chevrolet engine there. Nice. My kind of car. GT Mustang.
They went to In-N-Out and they didn't buy your shit, dude. Yeah, he did.
Nice.
He brought me.
Good colour.
He brought me everything.
Love the black wheels.
Fries, soda, milkshake. Hasta chicken wings, yeah?
5.0.
The Washington.
That is a nice Mustang. Inside, absolutely beautiful. This is what you normally see in Los Angeles. Amazing how they do that. Impala. In-N-Out Burger's always got crowds and queues. They love it here in California. Shop's empty at the Anchorage. And a few homeless people there as well. Only in America. Wow. They're pretty to see so many empty shops here on the wharf. We had many memories just in this position here where the Bushman, famous Bushman Gregory, used to actually hang out there. So sad to see. Completely empty shops here. This used to be bustling years and years ago. Street entertainment, plenty of bubbles. That looks pretty good. Anchorage Square. Eat crab. Aliotto's is one of the originals here. Tarantino's, but I believe that's actually closed on the corner now. $20 Bay Cruise. Only 6 passengers on there, so that would be really good. And not bad for 20 bucks. 80-minute cruise. Still plenty of camera shops along the wharf. They never seem to suffer due to COVID. Must be making a lot of money, eh? Busy day at Fisherman's Wharf. We can look forward to going back home to the Marin Suites. People eating crab and seafood. Don't fancy any lobster? Or how about crab? Or maybe shells? Oh, the crab's looking really sad there. Aliotto's since 1925 and it's closed. Fisherman's Grotto seems to be a popular restaurant, that one. Powder Hut, always busy. Good memories of the SS Jeremiah O'Brien. Been on that a couple of times. He remembers the red and white fleet used to take you to Alcatraz all them years and years ago. This is the Franciscan restaurant. Lots of stars that I've actually been to. One that you recognise there. During the weekend, and certainly on bank holidays, plenty of stalls arrive here at Fisherman's Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf, when we first come, we're getting bustling, lots of shops, and even look at the Alcatraz shop now, derelict. Along one of our favourite piers here, and it gives you a lovely shot of San Francisco behind. Lions at Pier 39 moved their during the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake, and they've made it their home ever since. And the bay looks completely different from last night. You can now not even see the Golden Gate Bridge. So we're having a lovely evening in San Francisco, absolutely loving it. I really like this view. So you've got the famous Transamerica Pyramid right in the middle there. To the left is the Salesforce Tower, and to the left of that, Coit Tower. I always remember this building being on Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood. I don't know if you remember, that's where the film started, where the gunman actually shot a woman down in a pool just below there. And then you've got the Clint Eastwood searching for the bullet casing on the top. And they're all wrapped up on the Adventure Cat, ready for exploring the bay tonight. It's going to be a chilly one on there. This map just gives you an idea how big San Francisco Harbour is, and also how deep it goes under the Golden Gate Bridge there. You've got the Bay Bridge, and we are stopping right here, just by the Richmond San Rafael Bridge. It's bustling here at Pier 39, out Bar and Grill. Just look how many people are here tonight. And everyone's enjoying themselves. They're all having a great time here in San Francisco. It's are heaving. So the ice cream shop has actually changed its name. It's now Lappert's Ice Cream. Our favourite ice cream shop here in San Francisco. Great place it is. Make sure you come, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. What we've been looking forward to coming to San Francisco for: sugar cone, chocolate ice cream. Should be good. So there you go, the best ice cream shop here on Pier 39. Lappert's Ice Cream. Way through the crowd, and let's see what's going on Pier 39. Shops in San Francisco's Pier 39, and lots of t-shirts that you can look to buy. Cool off a lot now. We've got the breeze coming in from the mist on the bay. San Francisco, I love San Francisco. Like the hat, and the t-shirt looks really good. This is Quack, San Francisco, shaped just like the Golden Gate Bridge. Going to quieten off a little bit now. Everyone's still having a wonderful time tonight. Show's over for tonight. It'll soon be Christmas again, folks. Shops closed on Pier 39. There's definitely a lot more shops closed than last year. Tomorrow is Monday, Labor Day, bank holiday here in the United States. It's going to be a busy one. And the Crab House. Always like looking at the Crab House. One day, I will eat at that table. That'd be a really good place to eat. $41. Fish and chips, 21 bucks. Crab top New York steak, 53 bucks. Sun is going down, another beautiful day. There's our ice cream shop. Some crabs there, ready to eat. Yeah, looking really sad. A lot of the shops here on Fisherman's Wharf today. Starting to go really dark now. But still plenty of people out. And there we go again. End of day 8 Another beautiful day here in San Francisco. Hope you've enjoyed it. Join us for tomorrow for even more San Francisco. We're hoping all this fog's going to go, and that will allow us to get some fabulous views of the Golden Gate Bridge in the city. Good night from San Francisco, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, day 9.